Yo, what's up everybody? My name is Devin Lang, and today you are going to learn how to spin a basketball on your finger in 5 easy steps. Let's go. So one of the requirements that you need when you're spinning a basketball on your finger is you need a basketball, for one, because you can't do it without one. Because if you're just practicing in the air, that's not going to get you anywhere. You're just going through the motions, and that's not a good thing. And the second thing that I recommend, this isn't necessarily a requirement, but I recommend for you to have at least a little bit of a nail, you know, because if your nails are really trimmed down, you know, that makes it a lot harder because your finger doesn't do a very good job at spinning a basketball on your finger. It slows it down. You want to have a nail that you can do this, because when you see people spin basketballs on their finger, they're not doing it like this. They're doing it like this, okay? And that's not because the ball is heavy. That's because that's the best way to do it. Because look, when I spin a basketball on my finger, look at me when I do it. See how my finger's bent a little bit? That's because it's spinning on my nail, not my finger. If I try to spin it on my finger, I can still do it. That's probably just because I've gotten good at it. But I can still do it, but it's a lot better, and you can spin it for longer periods of time when you have a nail. So step one. What I want you to do is you see a lot of people start with one hand, and that's not what I want you to do. It's a lot harder, and I personally do too. But I want you to find the center of gravity of your ball. So if you have a basketball, so that would be right here. You want to do it straight up like this. You want it to get a spin like this. Because if you're spinning it and it's going everywhere like this, it's not going to spin on your finger. It's just going to roll off because it's already rolling over my hand right now. See that? But if you spin it like this, it spins a lot better. No, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be fairly good spin. So what I want you to do is for the next minute, I want you to do this. I want you to get this down because there's a chance that you might be able to learn this today. So now that your minute is up, next thing I want you to do is I want you to practice getting your finger underneath it. So I do not recommend you just to start with your whole finger like this. That's really hard, and a lot of the time your finger isn't necessarily strong enough, or it's not used to lifting that much weight, because it may not seem heavy to you, you know, it's really light, but to your finger this is like the world, okay? So that's why I want you to put your finger like this. Like this. See your thumb? It helps support your finger. That's what I had to do. So it really helps you get it down. See, like you go like this. Makes it a lot easier, and it doesn't require so much strength, okay? I want you to practice getting it under. So you may be doing this, you know, this kind of stuff. That's okay. That's a good way to start. That's what I did, okay? I'm just kind of telling you what I did. That's what I did. So step 3. Now that you've kind of got the basketball spinning on your finger, you're kind of doing this stuff with your finger like this. You know, you're kind of getting this stuff down. You're getting to spin for a little bit, but you're losing balance. You're not doing it perfectly. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to very slowly use less of your thumb. That helps you it helps build up, I guess, the strength in your finger to lift up the ball. So what I want you to do is I want you to do this, you know, get this down, and then just very slowly go into this. Like this, perfectly like that. Okay, so step 4. So now that you're able to spinning basketball on your finger, like this, you know, you're able to get it down, what I want you to practice doing is I want you to practice slapping it, like this, on the side, to get more speed, more and more speed. Okay? So you'll go. This will help you do it for longer periods of time. I don't think that your first slap will probably look like this. No, not like that. And you'll probably knock it off a little bit. I kind of did that on purpose, but you will knock it off a little bit. It's not... There we go. I'm not perfect either. Because I'm trying to look at the camera and I'm doing this at the same time. So I want you to practice slapping it with your hand. It really gets up the speed, and it really makes it a lot easier. So even if you don't get to spin very fast, even if you get a weak spin like this, you're still able to speed it up. Sorry, I kind of had that off camera. But that is step 4. Okay, so step 5. This step isn't really a requirement, but this is mainly the fun step. So this step is where I'm going to teach you how to do a trick with the ball when it's spinning on your finger. It's pretty fun to do, and it kind of impresses people when you're like this, and it's not hard for you, but it makes it look like you're really, really good because you're spinning it on a pen or a pencil. You see that? That looks really cool and that looks kind of impressive. So if you're able to do that, people are gonna they're gonna see you and they're gonna be like, "Whoa, crap, this guy's good. We're not gonna play him in a game," you know? So I thank you now for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to click the subscribe button and see all my other tutorials.